When I look back, what I see is at some point he put a noose around my neck, and then as the weeks went by, he slowly tightened the noose. He played with my mind. He kept on telling me that I was a worthless person and that nobody else would ever want to go out with me. And stupidly, he'd worn me down so much that I believed him.
This is Monica, not her real name because she's had to change that and her job and move across the country to Greater Manchester, all to escape her former partner, a man who, to the rest of the world, seemed like the perfect boyfriend.
He was to the outside world. It was just once the front door shut and we were on our own together, that's when he turned into somebody else. So it was phone calls and then checking up on me, turning up at random places to make sure that I was where I was supposed to be. He would tell me what I could and couldn't wear.
Did you feel like you were a prisoner?
Yes, yeah. There were times when, if he was in one of his moods, he'd lock me in the house and I couldn't get out. How it ended, it was Christmas time. He pushed me, I fell backwards into our bathroom, smashed my head, and that's when he started kicking me.
Monica's best friend then hired a van and helped her pack her stuff in a 2-hour window they knew her partner would be out. But she had to leave her house and most of her possessions, and that's why many victims find it so hard to break free.
He knows that I don't have anyone, and he takes everything. He just says because...
Kienna Dawes repeatedly tried to leave her violent fiancé, who subjected her to more than 2 years of emotional abuse and brutal attacks. She went to the police, but Ryan Wellings wasn't locked up when he broke his bail conditions. 4 days later, Kienna left her baby with a friend and took her own life. New research from one of the region's leading family law firms has found 1 in 5 adults in the Northwest, like Kienna and Monica, have been victims of coercive control. 1/5 of those here in a controlling relationship are still in it, higher than the national average, mainly for financial reasons. And nearly half of those surveyed weren't confident how to get help.
It could be that we have more traditional roles, family values, or it could be religious reasons in terms of shame if someone has to leave a relationship. So it's a concern to me that people can be stuck.
Family law solicitor James Maguire commissioned the research after realising an increasing number of his Northwest clients were either victims of coercive control or perpetrators.
I mean, I will see a staggering amount of cases where people are spying. They'll be using cameras purposely installed or trackers on cars. Sometimes my clients are broken from this.
Coercive control is an invisible crime hidden behind closed doors. Victims are purposely isolated from friends and family. It's been a criminal offence since 2015, but worryingly, 1/3 of people surveyed in the Northwest didn't know that.
It's really concerning, and we definitely want people to know that there's help and support out there.
Talk, Listen, Change raises awareness and supports victims across the North, but the Manchester charity also works to educate abusers, tackling, it says, the roots of the problem.
Change does happen and can happen, and we know that it works. Some of our programmes are up to 40 weeks long because change takes a long time, but we absolutely see light bulb moments in people where they change their thoughts and feelings and their attitudes towards their partner, their ex-partner, and really start to understand the impact their behaviours have had on those around them.
There are too many women, and men as well, that suffer in silence, and they know something's wrong, but they don't know what to do about it. And there are plenty of things they can do about it. They can talk to friends, they can talk to family.
Would you say to people there's life on the other side?
Yes, and there's a better life on the other side. It does take time. I lost quite a lot of things financially because they stayed in the house because I never went back. But actually I got my freedom back.
Abby Jones, BBC Northwest Tonight.